Hello, my name's Pete. I'm mid-30s, single, pretty much unemployed, and I've got crippling social anxiety. Um, this is not really going to be a social anxiety channel. I'm not doing it for anybody else other than myself. I've never told anybody about the social anxiety problems I've had in real life, and I've not had therapy. So I'm just basically seeing if talking about it out loud here helps. And I'm not going to show my face for now, just because I feel really weird if I get recognised. So in real life, so I don't know what I'll put in for the background. Maybe some drawing footage or game footage or something. Basically, about a month ago, situation came to a head where I really desperately need to change or start making changes. 3 years or so ago, I quit my job to try and make a go of working for myself as a illustrator or kind of an artist working in game development. But 3 years later, my savings are running out and I'm not really getting enough work to make a living. I do get work, but the amount of work's just not enough to make a living. So within about 6 months I'll be out of money. So, and then I'll really be in a bad situation. So really I've got to make changes, get back to working a normal job. So about a month ago, 6 weeks to a month ago, I started making some changes where I started applying for jobs. I started working out and dieting. Working out's mainly lifting and body weight kind of exercises. I quit smoking cigarettes and started vaping, and I also started mindfulness meditation. The mindfulness meditation, I have no idea if I'm doing it right or not. I've only really been doing that for about a week or so. Been doing it twice a day for about half an hour in the morning, half an hour at night. I'll update in the future about that because it's interesting, but I'm not sure yet. I started applying for regular jobs, but with having kind of quit my job 3 years ago and been doing freelance work, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems sort of unbelievable on my CV, or it's for the jobs I'm applying for, kind of entry level jobs. It's not kind of relevant experience. So there's part of me that feels like a bit like, getting out of prison, that you've got this big gap in your CV and it's hard to explain it. I mean, I could lie about it, and I've thought about maybe putting down that I work for a company that's just gone broke, but I don't know if there's ways of checking. At the moment, my CV's honest. I need to find a way to kind of explain that better. I went to university for illustration, and I basically wasted 10 years working on my portfolio, doing shit jobs, quitting these jobs and working on my portfolio. Basically the social anxiety makes it hard to keep a job because I never kind of how do I explain it? It's like, when for people who don't have social anxiety, the anxiety you feel when you start a new job, and times it by 1,000, and that never really gets better. I've never felt comfortable in a job, or I've never been able to hold down a job for very long. Mostly it gets to about 6 months and I end up quitting. So my plan is at the moment, once I get a job, I'm going to try and get some savings and think about retraining into something else, because I just don't think illustration's going to be feasible. It's been hard to admit that, because I've put 10 years of my life basically into it, but to be honest, I'm not really good enough to make a living from it anyway, so I've just got to cut my losses and just do a normal job. Short term, I think my best bet's going to be call centres. So there's quite a few call centres around here, but that's really not good for social anxiety. I've tried it before, and I had my first panic attack while working in a call centre. I'll probably do a video on that in the future. I've had some kind of slight good news. I had a job interview a few weeks ago. It wasn't a good job, but it's an interview, so at least it shows me that, you know, there's a chance of somebody giving me a chance. I ended up having a panic attack in the middle of the interview, which wasn't fun, but looking back on it, I don't feel that it's affected me too much. I don't feel disappointed in myself, because I turned up and I tried, which that's been a problem for me in the past, just not turning up for things that cause me anxiety, or just avoiding things. I'm really good at avoiding things that cause me anxiety, so at least I turned up and tried. I'm going to focus on making positive changes. A long time ago, when now and again it pops into my head that I need to make changes, I remember writing down somewhere that nothing will change unless I change. So I'm trying working out on making positive changes. I need to try and get into social situations that make me uncomfortable. I'm not sure I could do that, but I need to, just to try and push myself. It's sort of like, you know, how we cure a phobia through, like, if you've got a fear of spiders, then holding a spider. That's my theory anyway. But I need to make changes now, because I've wasted too much of my life already. It's not over for me yet. I've still got quite a lot of work in life left, so I think what I'm aiming for isn't like anything outrageous. I just want a normal life, like everybody else. There'll be more videos coming probably, but I just want to get this out there and just make a start. It's weird talking to my phone and not to a real person, but hopefully I'll get better at it. Right now it don't feel natural at all, but I'm just sort of getting this out there and not worrying too much about what anybody will think. So hopefully I'll get better at it, but who knows. Alright, well, I think that'll do it, and I will see you later.